Football Queensland's coverage of the 2019 NPL, NPLW and FQPL season is brought to you by IFCA, Australia's only national football-specific coaching conference, 25th and 26th of May on the Gold Coast. Get your delegate pass today at ifcca.com.au. Play football. Join the team today. Visit playfootball.com.au to find your nearest club. Football Foundation, making football more accessible for every income, every gender, every ability, every background, every Indigenous Queenslander. Donate today.
Football Queensland wants to see your skills. Make sure you hashtag #YeahTheGirls. Yeah, the girls! Yeah, the girls on 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, the girls!
Football Queensland.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Cornubia Park for this double header. It's a very wet Cornubia Park as the rain starts to team down. This is the round 7 fixture in NPLW between Logan Lightning and Eastern Suburbs. This is 7th versus 9th. This is, of course, the first match of the double header this afternoon.
Tonight's match for Eastern Suburbs, we have number 1, Caitlin Dale. Number 2, Caitlin Grimmett. Number 4.
All right, just quickly running through the team sheets as we get underway. So for Logan Lightning, number 1, Keely Richards. Number 4, Courtney Black. Number 5, Claire Farrington. Number 6, Katie McDonald. Number 7, Emily Dunn. Number 9, Tian Petterwood. Number 10, Demi Robbins. Number 13, Gabriella Abbey Fares. Number 14, Meg Krauts. Number 15, and there's the captain, April Gleeson. Number 17, Imogen Noon. On the subs bench, just 3 today. Phoebe Clissold, Delana Clifkey and Alana Giggins. For the Eastern Suburbs Tigers, number 1 is Caitlin Dale. Number 2, Caitlin Grimmett. Number 4, Ivana Mutmich. She's making her debut today. Number 5, Arena Tokunaga. Number 8, Annika Coyne. Number 9, Tiffany Roberts. Number 11, Lorena Maggio. Number 12, Jessica Gibson. Number 13, Natsumi Tanaka. Number 18, Ashley Amadio. And number 23, Georgina Amos. On the bench, Emily Thompson, Julia Duffy, Priscilla Tan, and Tegan Lynch. Logan would like to thank their sponsors, Harvey Norman Logan Home and Bailey Ladders. Easts would like to acknowledge their sponsors, Laurenti's Fresh Food Markets. Our Total Tools referee this afternoon is Callum Harvey, the assistants Michael Bozoff and Cameron Fawcett. Last season these two teams played in the regular season, and both times it was Easts that came away with the win. 4-2 in the first meeting and 4-1 in the second. Amos, Roberts and de Rockefeller scored in both games. So it's a pretty wet afternoon here in Logan. Driving on the way to the game, thought for one moment that the game was going to be called off for sure. Next moment it was bright sunshine. We thought there'd be no problems. As you can see, obviously the game is going to go ahead. However, looking to the left, we can see skies clearing. Looking to the right, we can see heavy rain. Logan Lightning, of course, wearing the maroon and white strip. Eastern Suburbs in their traditional orange and black. I mentioned this is, of course, a Football Queensland doubleheader this afternoon. Following this match, we will have the FQPL game between Logan Lightning and the Holland Park Hawks. And the good news is we've got a surprise commentator for that game, a newbie. Looking forward to seeing what they bring to the microphone. Total Tools referee Callum Harvey's just doesn't seem to be quite happy with what's going on here. So the players taking the opportunity to do a bit more of a warm-up. Oh, of course, we've got some issues here with the net on the right-hand side. Got pulled on and came down, so just some on-the-spot repairs. Once that's done, we'll be able to get underway. Good crowd in attendance today, as normally is at Logan Lightning matches. And of course, with the double header, there's no excuse for a Logan Lightning fan not to be here, take in the action. Of course, with the wet weather, we've had quite a few matches rained out. But I was just walking this Cornubia Park pitch pre-game, and it's in excellent condition. This water's just gone straight through. It was drained excellently well, so congratulations to Andrew Gelletley and the ground staff here at Cornubia Park. I can tell you, it wasn't always the case that this pitch held up well in the wet. All right, looks like the running repairs have been completed. Nick Croydon completing his first task for the afternoon. Nick Croydon is, of course, the Logan Lightning ladies coach. So it's Tian Petterwood that's going to get us underway in this match. And off we go in this round 7 NPLW fixture between Logan Lightning and Eastern Suburbs. Our first good look at the Tigers. We go into this match not in the greatest of forms. They've only won one game with 1 draw and 3 losses. They began the season with a 4-1 loss against Gold Coast. Then a very creditable 2-1 loss against Moreton Bay, and we of course saw just last week how powerful that Moreton Bay unit has become. They then went down 6-1 at home to Lions. The match against the Brisbane Royal QAS was postponed. Then they had that good 5-2 win over the Sunshine Coast Wanderers. Logan deep into attack. That's McDonald. Yes, Logan go into this game having won 1, drawn 2, lost 2. So they had the opening day 2-3 loss against the Gap, 2-2 draw against Capalaba. That 1-0 win that we saw against Gold Coast United. And we also saw that 2-9 loss against Moreton Bay. We feared the worst for the side, but then next weekend they go out and draw 2-2 at Lions. Very interesting postscript to that game. The game lasted 85 minutes before the lights went out at Lions Stadium. An issue with the transformer has happened there in the past. Unable to get the lighting back up and running, so match it. Played 85 minutes of the game, so that's enough for a game to be called. It's an invaluable point for the Lightning. Opportunity here for Noon. Katie Dale comes out quickly to tidy up. Katie Dale, of course, the East's goalkeeper who spent last year at Lions. Nearly push forward there for Georgina Amos. Black tidies up for Logan. Looking for Petterwood, but Tokunaga gets in the way. Both sides had a few injuries coming into this game. So neither team are at full strength, and they're injuries to players in key positions as well. So for Logan, the big loss for them is Natalia Pinkney. Has been the leading goal scorer for Logan already this season with 3 goals. Her pace will certainly be missed this afternoon. So Pippa Schiavo and Laura Black, they'll be back next week, I understand. And Anna Suzumi should be out for a little bit longer. Of course, last time we saw her, she was in a moon boot. Thankfully, she's out of that moon boot now. But still quite a well way off making a comeback. For the Tigers, they're missing Hakana Dixon, who's got a hamstring injury and will be out for 2 or 3 weeks. Zoe Lambie, the player that they've signed from the Western Pride. Such an important attacking player for Easts. She's got a family commitment this weekend. And Vidrana Popovic, who spent last season at Lions, an injury-riddled season, it has to be said, at Lions. She still hasn't quite got over her niggles. I remember in the off-season she posted some pictures of her getting some surgery. There's a chance now for Noon. Cross finds Petterwood. Petterwood, can she create the space? She does. Shot tidied up by Dale. That looked just to be a concentration issue there for Easts. Back for Dale. Tokunaga with a little bit of space. This is Tanaka. Back to Tokunaga. Amadio. Nice little interplay there. Tanaka, fortunately finding a maroon shirt. And Moon's called for offside. Coin. The ball stuck under her feet there for a bit. Amos. Turnover for Logan. It's McDonald. Nabi Fares. Tokunaga tidies up for the Tigers. Dow's clearance, just getting over Abby Fares. Tanaka puts a tempting ball out in front of Jess Gibson. I like the covering work there from Demi Robbins. Good use of the body. Tanaka with the ball in her hands. Down the line to find Gibson. So that's Amos. Amadio made the move from Western Pride. She's turned over possession. This is Noon. She's got Petterwood in front of her. Is able to find her, but it's the run from McDonald that's interesting. Now pass from Petterwood, just a little bit too strong. So the 7th minute of this match. Ball's made its way to either end of the field. Logan probably shading the game in these early stages. Nice turn from Maggio. Roberts. Gives the ball back to Meg Krauts. Dunn elects to go back to Robbins. Robbins, of course, spent last season at Capalaba. You mentioned that all the rain issues look to be coming from the right-hand side. It's actually flipped. It's now the right-hand side that looks to be clear, and the left-hand side with the impending danger. This doubleheader is going to throw up some wacky weather conditions this afternoon, you can guarantee it. Dunn just getting a little bit too physical in the challenge. Flick on, a nice idea from Amos. Didn't get past the defence. Coyne gives up possession to Noon, who puts in an early cross. Positioning there from Tokunaga. Donald looked to go again. Decided that retaining possession was a better idea. Noon gets past the defender and puts in a shot, but it's comfortably wide. Katie Dale looked to be in two minds there. First she thought it was comfortable, then she got a little bit worried. Just got comfortable again. She'll certainly be comfortable with that delivery. So there's still a few matches on this afternoon. I'll try and get across them shortly. You know what else is happening around the place. Noon and Coy look to be having a bit of a battle this afternoon. That might be something to keep an eye on. You're hearing some strange noises in the effects from the effects microphone. They're standing right next to the Indoor Sports Centre, which is adjacent to this field. So you're hearing plenty of bouncing basketballs and whistles. So you'll be forgiven for thinking that you're at a basketball game if you shut your eyes. Done. Donald goes back to Black. And through ball. Cannot find Gleeson. So we have a debutante this afternoon. Ivana Mudnik, 17-year-old, left-footed midfielder. She impressed in training and was the logical selection, with Zoe Lambie being out today. Try and keep tabs on her progress this afternoon. So I was having a chat to Karen Longbottom about her team this season and whether she's happy with the progress of the team and where they're at, and of course she always wants more points on the board. But she's not too displeased with how the side's going. Of course, a team that don't have top-level talent, but here's a chance now for Abby Fares. The shot straight at Dale. Good pace there from Gabriella Abby Fares. That's needed to show a little bit more of a striker's instinct with that shot. Good opportunity missed there for Logan. And East look to take the ball straight down the other end. Gibson can't latch on to the crossed ball. Tanaka looking for options. A little bit static from the Tigers at the moment. Not surprisingly, he's out. Fares earning a free kick. Fourteenth minute of this NPLW round 7 match between Logan Lightning and Eastern Suburbs. I'm Darren Lutton. Thank you for tuning in this afternoon. You're of course watching this game either via YouTube or Facebook Live. If you are watching via Facebook Live, you can make comments that can be read by us at half-time. So by all means, drop us a line, let us know where you're watching the game from, particularly if you're watching from a far-flung location. And particularly enjoy it when family members give their messages of support to their team, to their players, family. If you're watching on a mobile device and you find those comments a little bit irritating, all you need to do is swipe right to take them out of the picture. To bring them back in, just need to swipe left. I know I mention that every week, but I'd be surprised at the people that still don't know these things. You can, of course, comment on YouTube streaming as well. Abby Fares with a little bit of time and space. Nice pass to find Petterwood. Tom Petterwood. Cross cut out by Amadio. Opportunity now for Amos. Great work from Farrington. He's been a revelation for Logan this season. Offside flag stayed down. Nice run there from Tiffany Roberts. Just couldn't latch on to the through ball. Farrington. Back to Richards. Bounce puts the ball out of play. Tiger ball. That cross not properly dealt with Courtney Black. Richards had to be sharp. Richards now with the throw. Running Gabriella Abby Fares. Showing a good turn of heel. Had the run from Imogen Noom. Couldn't quite pick out the pass. Tanaka. Woodnick. Now back for Logan. Good positioning from the East so far in this game. They've been able to deal with every cross that's come their way. Abby Fares wins the ball back legally. This is Petterwood. Not properly dealt with by Dale. Fortunately for the Tigers, there were no Logan players following up. Through ball a little bit off target. Easily tidied up by Farrington. This is Meg Krauts. The pass goes to Armadillo. Good kick to the Tigers. East just electing to retain possession. A good option there. Positioning for that free kick didn't look promising. Farrington has made a run forward. Back for Petterwood. Jordan tells me that he's going to get Tian Petterwood to play a little bit deeper in games. Trying to get her involved in the play. She's suffered from a back injury at the beginning of this season, so we haven't seen her at her best. She places very high standards on herself and her play. She's been disappointed with her form so far this season. As you can see, Petterwood's currently 10 yards off where you'd normally expect her to be. Straight touch from Black. Lifting possession back to East. Logan have won the ball from the throw-in. McDonald loses out to Gibson, who just takes off. And have they timed this through ball? Jessica Gibson, crossfield ball, looks nice. Great save from Richards. Amos with the shot. Well, a great piece of play there from the Tigers. A few fans in the Logan bench are up, screaming for an offside decision. Not forthcoming. It's probably the best chance that East have had so far in this game. Good save from Richards. Tokunaga tidies up for East. Another turnover from East. Sits nicely for Petterwood. The shot's blocked. And that shot off the bar. Nice shot there from April Gibson. We had the perfect angle of it here. Looked like it was just going to sneak inside, but in that last moment, just curved the shot onto the post and away. So we haven't had any goals yet, but there's been some good chances in this game. Logan have probably had 3 good opportunities to get their noses in front. And of course, just saw the best chance for Easts in this game. Lana Giggins is on this halfway line. Looks like Logan might be making an early substitution. And they are. Abby Fares is the player coming off. He's actually in tears at the moment. So injury substitution there for Logan. Lionel Giggins, the former Pacific Pines Souths and Gold Coast City player, gets her opportunity. Looks like Abby Fares might have done a groin injury there. It'll be disappointing for her. She looked good in this game. She certainly had enough pace to cause plenty of issues for the East's defence. That's Giggins' touch. It's now with the opportunity to bring the ball back. Total Tours referee Con Harvey. Unhappy with where it was going to be thrown from. Free kick now to Easts. Jessica Gibson, a little unsure why the decision went her way. They'll take it. Chance now for Logan. Petterwood working away through the midfield. Petterwood again. Nice touch to find Giggins. Back for Dunn. Gleeson. Dunn again. Noon. Play cut out now. East will have a chance to run at the Logan defence. Just by sheer weight of numbers, Logan were able to win back possession. Well, as you can see, 4 seasons in one day here at Cornubia Park. We've got the sunshine out. There's a beautiful rainbow. And that's a deflected shot from Noon. Logan have a corner.
24 minutes off, it's 7-0. 7-0.
You can see we're just getting the camera view in. You can see the rainbow as Logan Lightning prepare for their corner. Courtney Black standing over the ball, electing to go short for Dunn. Dunn's touch wasn't favourable for Black. Black again, this time she gets the cross. Pretty handy. Ball just goes across the face of goal. And Easts look to counter quickly. Cut out by Noon. Imogen Noon, former South player. Play on's the call. Tokunaga does nicely. Another chance for Logan. No call from the referee. A little bit of lip from Emily Dunn. I expect we might see a yellow card shortly. No, just a talking to. Emily Dunn was the Logan captain last year. He's given up those duties this year. I asked Emily about that. She said the reasons were temperamental. That Emily didn't believe that she had the temperament for the role. Nice cross just across the face, still there. Offside flag goes up. Keely Richards is the player down. So it should be okay to continue. Yes, just going back to that comment about Emily Dunn, she was concerned that she got a little bit quiet during games on occasions. Wasn't quite the 90-minute leader that her team required. Of course, April Gleeson having such a wonderful season last year, making the Football Queensland Team of the Year. Stepped up and taken over the armband this year. Black goes down the line, looking for Giggins. Nice work from Tanaka. Still there for Giggins though, just over the bar. A bit of a mix-up there with the East defence. Gifting a golden opportunity for Alana Giggins. And Logan lets another chance slide. Could this come back to hurt them at the end of the 90 minutes? And make that 4 excellent opportunities that Logan have had so far in this game. Foul there from Gleeson. A little bit too exuberant. Tokunaga. All cut out by Dunn. Didn't quite find Petterwood. Now it'll come to Petterwood. Cross for Giggins. Touch a little bit too light. East scrambling to clear. Just a few issues here for the East defence. They're doing their hard work in breaking up play, but they're not tidying up afterwards. As this long range attempt from Petterwood. Not enough power. Comfortably dealt with by Katie Dale. Looks to go long. Back now for Grimmett. Grimmett looking for Amos. Good work from Farrington. Grimmett again. Logan working so hard in the midfield. And plenty of numbers in the trenches. Making it very difficult for Easts to get out. Here's Woodnich. Out now for Gibson. Gibson's got Amos inside if she can find her. Looks to go back to Woodnich. Martier. Crossfield ball from Maggio. Finds Roberts. The shot goes to Richards. That throw from Richards is danger. Shot from Gibson. Left a lot to be desired. East coach Karen Longbottom puts her hands to her face. She knows that was a good opportunity. The Tigers let slip. So both teams having some excellent chances. Here come Logan again. This is Imogen Noon. Nice run from Petterwood. He's unable to track her. Maggio. Down the line, looking for Roberts. Tiffany Roberts trying to find Amos. Ball cut out by Farrington. Good work from Budnich. That ball runs harmlessly out of play. So 32nd minute of this game. Eastern getting into the contest a little bit here. Logan have had the better of the opening exchanges. Nice little package there for the Tigers. Mardio. Great work to get around McDonald. Through ball looking for Amos. Tanaka brings the ball back in from Amadio. Again, nice turn from Amadio to get around McDonald. She'll get another attempt. From Maggio. Tanaka. All the way back to Dale. Again, East's continuing this little passage of good possession. Wouldn't it? She was quiet at the start of this game, but she's certainly worked her way into it now. No chance for the Tigers to get forward. Through ball, unable to link up. Krauts goes down the line for Petterwood. So Petterwood just so comfortable with her back to goal. Sides just making that quality moment of just looking to find that right pass and just to keep possession for a little bit. Here come the Tigers again with Roberts. And that's a loose pass from Roberts. It offers a golden opportunity for Petterwood. And Giggins gets the goal. Well, Katie Dale saved the first shot from Petterwood. But the loose ball just fell in the path of Alana Giggins as the substitute. He came on in around about the 18th minute for the injured Gabriela Abifares, gets her name on the score sheet. So 1-0 to the hosts. We just saw that stray pass from Tiffany Roberts straight to Tian Petterwood. And when you're gifting possession and space to a player who scored 46 goals last season, you're putting your team under immense pressure. Krauts will tidy up here for Logan. And the shot from Petterwood wasn't the strongest of attempts, but she went for placement. Forced Dale into a save. She couldn't hang on to it. The ball was just a gift for Lana Giggins. Maggio. Back for Amos. Logan's defence stands tall. Noon looks to go cross-field. Find McDonald. He just carried on a little bit too far for McDonald's liking. Robbins now with a little bit of time. Cut out nicely by Gibson. Jessica Gibson earns the Tigers a free kick. Young East side doing plenty of talking amongst each other. Just setting their patterns. Confirming how they should be playing. Fortuitous header there. Go straight through for Richards. Put down by Petterwood, but it's to the advantage of Amadio. Clearly a handball. Of course, this is part of a double header this afternoon. Following this match, we'll be bringing you the FQPL encounter between Logan Lightning and Holland Park Hawks. So I hope you can stick around for both games. A lot of games washed out this weekend. So there should be plenty of you at home looking to get your football fix. Football Queensland will provide. Robbins going back for Richards. That ball just skidding on. A bit too difficult for Giggins to keep in play. Tanaka. He's back for Dale. Grimmett. Woodnich. Giggins. Petterwood. Can't quite latch onto that pass. Radio. Bennett puts the ball out of play. Don't forget to visit footballqueensland.com.au for all the latest NPL, NPLW, FQPL and community news from across the state. So check out the sponsors on that page. Big on supporting those that support football. Giggins and Tanaka having a good battle. Won by Giggins. Total Tools referee Callum Harvey rewards Logan with the free kick. Some running repairs needed there for Courtney Black. His hair has come out. He's right to continue. Free kick headed away nicely by Amadio. Krauts. Krauts almost loses out, but does enough. Nice touch there from Farrington. And a shot harmlessly over the bar. It's been a pretty good game of football so far. Both these teams seem pretty evenly matched. Injuries to key players on both sides has really levelled the playing field. And whilst we've been robbed of a few quality players and the talents that they bring to the game, certainly been enough opportunities for both teams in the game. make for interesting viewing. Krauts, a couple of goes before passing the ball straight to a Tiger shirt. Flick on attempt from Giggins, unsuccessful. Kinaga goes back to Dale. Tanaka. Cut out by Giggins. Tokunaga. Also goes back to Dale. Grimmett just lost her balance before putting that ball out of play. And from out of nowhere, Logan have a corner. So whether you're just starting out, I've been doing it for years, there's a club for you to play football in 2018. With over 2,200 clubs across the country, there is bound to be one just right for you or your child. Girls and boys can start playing for a club from the year that they turn 6. So what are you waiting for? Join the team today. Visit playfootball.com.au. So this corner comes in. Straight at Giggins. Giggins gets a shot, but it's blocked off. Dunn. Uses out to Tokunaga. And Emily Dunn concedes a free kick and a yellow card. What was it that I said a little earlier about temperament? Certainly earned that yellow card. She cautioned a little bit earlier for a little bit of rough language. And Emily Dunn now walks the second half tightrope. Yes, just going back to that playfootball.com.au website, talking to Andrew Ogden, the Ipswich Knights FQPL coach last week, and he made one of those statements that just holds true every year. The team that he plays with at the beginning of the season is never the same team that finishes the season. So if you're out there and you haven't joined a team yet, clubs will tell you that they're full. Give them another couple of weeks. And they'll lose a couple of key players and opportunities will open up. And the shot from Petterwood goes wide. Well, that opportunity just presented itself nicely, didn't it? East defence just kept their distance rather than actually trying to shut Petterwood down. And if Logan had their shooting boots on today, they would be up. They'd have 5 goals already. They've had 5 good opportunities in this game so far. Tigers, of course, have had 2. Both these teams lamenting their finishing prowess so far this season. In fact, Nick Croydon's done something about that. He's told me pre-game that in a couple of weeks he'll have an American import coming in. Should be saying American? Just an import. So we have a striker from somewhere on the planet taking up a place at Cornubia Park. So something to look out for there. I think with that 9-2 loss against Moreton Bay that we saw a couple of weeks ago, it's a real wake-up call for these players. They're feeling very confident about who they were as a team, and that match showed just how far the 8 ball they are, how far behind the 8 ball, how far they've got to improve if they're going to be one of the top teams in the competition. Great to see Tian Petterwood with a striking partner. Here's Imogen Noon. Again, the East defence just getting back in time, getting their bodies in the right position. As we hit 45 minutes, Logan Lightning will see out this half with a corner. Both teams will be reasonably happy with how they've gone this half. It's a good contest between these two teams. They're very evenly matched. These teams are just limit their finishing prowess. Corner comes in. Headed away. Still there. I believe that was done with the shot that just went over hit the bar and went over. And it's half time in this round 7 NPLW match between Logan Lightning and Eastern Suburbs Tigers. It's 1-0 to the home team. Alana Giggins, a 24th minute substitute, coming on for Gabriella Arifares. Pounced on a loose ball after Tian Petterwood put in a shot that was saved by Cardi Dale, but she couldn't keep possession. And Giggins was in the right place at the right time to sneak the ball home. So at Cornubia Park, we'll be back shortly with the second half. This is, of course, a doubleheader this afternoon. So it's Logan Lightning 1, Eastern Suburbs 0. Back soon.
Why do I play football?
Why do we play football? I play for fitness.
For competition.
Community spirit. It's healthy and safe.
And fun.
I play for celebrations.
What's your reason? Join our team.
We swear a lot at Total Tools. We swear by our range. We swear by our service. And of course, we swear by our prices. So you'll know that you're buying at the best price every day. Total Tools. Every tool, every trade.
Hi, my name is Asma and I'm from Somalia. Football Queensland has inspired me to continue playing football. Welcome to the
Lies will melt away into yesterday. And we will live on try.
come out on top, but I'll just pick it up and have a bit of fun.
Given this grand final, which is better. What a drama that would be. It's an opportunity for White. Breaks into the penalty area. 1-0 Olympic. The supporters now.
Why do I play football?
Why do we play football? I play for fitness.
For competition.
Community spirit. Keep healthy and safe.
And fun.
I play for celebrations.
What's your reason? Join our team.
We swear a lot at Total Tools. We swear by our range. We swear by our service. And of course, we swear by our prices. So you'll know that you're buying at the best price every day. Total Tools. Every tool, every trade.
Hi, my name is Asma and I'm from Somalia. Football Queensland has inspired me to continue playing football. Welcome to the
Lies will melt away into yesterday. And we will live on try.
We come out on top, but I'll just pick it up and have a bit of fun.
Given this grand final, which is better. What a drama that would be. It's an opportunity for White. Breaks into the penalty area. 1-0 Olympic. The supporters now.
Welcome back to Cornubia Park for this round 7 NPLW clash between Logan Lightning and Eastern Suburbs. It's currently 1-0 to the home team. Goal in the 34th minute by Alana Giggins. Pretty even contest between these two sides. Logan probably well worth their 1-0 lead. East have had a few opportunities, but just lacking that finishing quality. But the same could be said of Logan, who had probably half a dozen good chances to add to their score. It's just the one at this stage. Just quickly running through the other matches that are on this weekend. Southwest Queensland Thunder took on Gold Coast United. That was at 3 p.m, so that should be done by now. If anyone out there has the score, please let us know. Let us know. The match at Terralba Park between Mitchelton and Lions is about to occur. At 7 o'clock, the Gap will play Capalaba. And tomorrow, South United host Moreton Bay. That should be an absolute beauty. I believe we were initially scheduled to bring you that match, but last minute switch brought us here. And the other match has been postponed between Brisbane Royal QAS and the Sunshine Coast Wanderers. So the Tigers need to find a little bit of inspiration to get back into this game. But at the moment, it's only going to take one moment. Had a quick look at the comments at half-time. Yvonne Noon tuning in from Gosford. And that shot from Petterwood, just wide. We've seen Tian Petterwood. She's all about timing, all about placement. There's no power or even backlift in that shot then. Just tries to catch the goalkeeper off guard with a well-placed shot. So yes, Yvonne Noon in the comments, watching the game from Gosford, giving some support to her daughter, I presume. Thank you for tuning in, Yvonne. Hope you're enjoying the game. I'm Darren Lutton. Of course, this is the first match of a double header this evening. So following this game, we'll be going straight into the game between Logan Lightning and Holland Park Hawks in the FQPL. Logan Lightning currently in the promotion positions at the moment. And Holland Park have been a little bit patchy with their results. But that 5-4 against Ipswich Knights, probably one of the games of the season so far. Tukunaga tidies up for the Tigers. Gleeson wins possession back for Logan, immediately surrenders it. To say, now that the sun's gone down, had excellent viewing conditions for the first half, but it's really quite dim here at the moment. It'll take a little while just to get the full viewing experience in gear. But, plenty of comments around the ground about just how glorious dusk was this afternoon. Of course, had that rainbow. The clouds swirling around. A little bit of rain, a little bit of sunshine, and a little bit of everything. Adjio quickly takes the free kick. Looking for the run of Roberts, couldn't find her. And here comes Logan with McDonald. McDonald lines up a long range shot. I saw Enna Suzumi at half time. Of course, mentioned in the first half that 2 weeks ago she was in a moon boot. She tells me that she'll be back in 2 weeks. Also saw Pippa Schiavo, and she believes that she'll be back in 2 weeks as well. And of course, as mentioned in the first half, Logan have an import to join their striking ranks, who is also coming in 2 weeks. Logan will have a completely new look about them. Dunn. Looking for the run of Petterwood. This is Roberts. Crossfield ball finding Amos, and Amos! And just like that, Easts are back in the game. Well, it was a delicious cross from Tiffany Roberts in behind the Logan defence. Set up perfectly for Georgina Amos. And we're back at 1-1. Well, in the blink of an eye, the Tigers have got themselves back into this game. They only needed one moment of inspiration. Great cross. Wasn't it finished with aplomb?
Goal to Eastern Suburbs, scored by number 23. Number 23, Georgina Amos.
So Logan will have to come again.
Score is now Logan Lightning 1, Eastern Suburbs.
Farrington coming forward. The through ball for McDonald is cut out. Grimmett with that interception. I've been reasonably impressed with her game so far. Seems to be a good prospect. I can't say that I know enough about her. Here she is, delivering the ball to Krauts. It sits up nicely for Mudmich. And back now for Richards. He puts the ball in her hand and goes long. Sits up now for Petterwood. Nice interception there from Easts. Play on's the call. This is Noon. Noon getting onto her right, back to her left. Cut out by Grimmett. McDonald. Look for Noon. Did she stay onside? Yes, she did. And again, good defensive work by Easts. So whilst the first half was pretty good as a contest, both teams seemed very evenly matched. If you were to be critical, you'd say the match did lack a bit of intensity, but you can see just that goal. And both teams have just lifted their ratings now, working that a little bit harder, getting a little bit more physical in the challenges. Logan probably won the physical battle in the first half. You can see he's working that little bit harder now. Here's Amos, the goal scorer. It's around Robbins. Logan clear. Petterwood's touch just letting it down. Roberts goes back to Grimmett. Delivers the ball straight into Roberts' back. Another crossfield ball in behind Logan's defence. This time the connection. Gibson isn't quite as powerful. Petterwood again. I'd love to see a stat of the number of times that Tian Petterwood has taken possession with her back to goal. The number of times that she's had it with facing goal. Donald's cross, straight to Dale. So I'd wager that Petterwood, probably by a ratio of about 3-1, has received possession with a back to goal. Free kick taken to ground. Tanaka can't link up with Gibson. This is Amos. Can't get around Robbins. And Logan now a chance to relieve just a little bit of pressure that East was starting to build up. 56 minutes of this game, it's 1-1. Goal in the first half to Alana Giggins, sorry. Reply on the 50th minute by Georgina Amos. Here come the Tigers again. Lovely through ball. Goal kick is the decision. Jeez, I thought the referee was pointing at the spot there. Couldn't quite believe what I saw. Thankfully, sanity prevailed. It is a goal kick. Just a quick reminder that the IFCCA conference is occurring on the Gold Coast at RACV Royal Pines on the 25th and 26th of May. There's no matches that weekend. The cross comes in, cleared by Farrington. And so you've heard us talking about all those guest speakers. The Inter Milan youth setup will be coming out to discuss how they train youth players. I'm sure that would be worth the price of admission itself. If that's not enough, Graham Arnold will be talking. Craig Foster's on one of the panels. Stephanie Branson, Simon Hill will be there. Plenty of local players. I believe there's going to be an Indigenous panel talking about how we can get more Indigenous players into the game. Angela Powers, Ramon Close will be one of those speakers. Should be a great weekend, and if you haven't booked your tickets, you better get on it sharpish. Of course, the links are on the Football Queensland website. Or if you just look up IFCCA. The game's gone into a little bit of a lull at the minute. As we come up to the hour mark. Petterwood. Ball just lumped forward. Looking for McDonald. Logan gained about 10 yards out of the move. Black's cross, looking for Noon. Nice little chip over the top. Set up nicely for McDonald. Can she get a shot away? Blocks plenty of Tigers' defence. Logan Lightning have a corner. I feel it's where Easts have let themselves down just a little bit. Their positioning has normally been excellent. There's just been the odd occasion where that cross has come in and they've just been caught out and just haven't been sharp enough to tidy up. A little bit of a scrimmage in the box. Total Tools referee Callum Harvey's going to go over to separate the players. Giving them a good talking to. All right, here comes the corner. Delivery at the near post. It's going to come away. Turned into a half shot at the end. Grimiot will bring the ball out of defence for Easts. Amos trapped the ball whilst on the ground. Big Kraut's doing enough. Edward gets caught out. Strong collision between those two players. Demi Robbins, I believe Tiffany Roberts is the player that went down the hardest. A bit of banter between the two coaches at the moment. Most of these coaches in this competition are pretty friendly amongst each other. Croydon and Karen Longbottom. So they've got a pretty healthy relationship. I saw them giving each other a little bit of banter pre-game. I'm sure they'll have a good chat about this game afterwards. They're really scrappy at the moment. It's like Easts have probably got a throw in. Oh, looks like it'll be a free kick. Looks like Maggio's going to deliver. Ball into the box. Another shot, this time by Maggio. And it's straight at Richards. And that touch just eluding Meg Krauts. And again, Logan surrendering possession. Maggio just putting the ball in behind the defence. Works out nicely. For Roberts. And now the Tigers have a corner. It might actually be a throw. Still in the box, harmlessly out of play. So have you signed up for the Football Queensland Instagram page yet? Just look up Football QLD. You'll see all the shenanigans that go on behind the scenes. Football Queensland Outreach Projects. So that's Football QLD.
You pick, yeah.
Again, East just able to lock the ball up in their forward third. So real lull in this game at the moment. Logan just look like they've dropped all energy. They're being very passive. That's what East are putting in front of them at the moment. Amos. Shot across the face of goal from Roberts. Perhaps Logan on the counter. This is Petterwood. Downfield ball from Black. And too many orange shirts in the way. And East will take over. Maggio. And it's a free kick. McDonald just a little bit too strong in the tackle. Just a reminder that tomorrow at 6 p.m. we'll be bringing you the NPL clash between Olympic and Moreton Bay United. As Moreton Bay look to salvage their season. And the home team look to continue on their winning ways. Simon Smale will be bringing you that game. That is 6 p.m. tomorrow evening. Of course, the traditional time for all the home games. The senior side at Goodwin Park. Should be a good one. Meanwhile, I'm just waiting for this match to find its legs again. Such a promising first half. A good little burst of energy from East to square up the contest. This is Krauts. Krauts touch, letting herself down. Woodnich takes over. Amos. Back for Woodnich again. Maggio. Looking downfield, looking for an option. Slips it in between two defenders and the shot. Shot from Annika Coyne. It's not quite the purchase that she was hoping for. Another good opportunity, goes begging. It's time for Easts. Well, it looked like a pretty comfortable ball in behind the defence for Logan to deal with. Good pace from Coyne to get in the right position. And this long range attempt. Straight at Dale. So if either side's going to come away with the 3 points this evening. Still looking for that moment of quality. Of course, a goal could occur from a mistake from either of these teams. We've seen that the defence has quite been on the same wavelength. Of course, Logan's opening goal came from a back pass that couldn't find its target. So it could be a mistake that decides this encounter. Katie McDonald, last season's Mitchelton captain, stands over the free kick. Delivers straight down the middle. Plenty of orange shirts in the way. Tokunaga clears. McDonald wins the ball back. I think that might have been a long-range attempt. Straight into the East's legs. Another chance now. East again doing just enough. This is Petterwood. McDonald. Out wide looking for Dunn. It's a good cross in. Again, East defence in the right place. Out now for Black. She can't retain possession. This is Amos. Amos looking to get past Robbins. This goes down a little bit too easily. The referee's liking. And now this game looks to be finding its legs again. Gut-busting run from both teams there. This is Noon's shot, blocked. Dunn gets across. Petterwood shoots from deep. Well, it's quite bizarre seeing Town Petterwood playing so deep in this second half as they're going deep into attack. Teddy Dale unable to keep that ball into play. The Tigers concede a corner. So just under 20 minutes left to go in this game. It's 1 goal apiece. And again, there's a hold up in play. Katie Dale's going to get it speaking to the Total Tools referee, Callum Harvey. It's like Katie McDonald was involved in the conversation as well. Corner comes in. And the shot deflected and in! Emily Dunn puts Logan back in front. Well, it was a delivery right into the middle of the box. Plenty of orange shirts around, but their clearance just couldn't clear the ball enough. It goes straight to Dunn. And Emily Dunn, again, pinballing the ball home. And Logan Lightning have restored their 1 goal advantage. In the 72nd minute. East looking to go quickly. Roberts. Misplaced a pass. Cut out by Robbins. And now the Tigers are going to have to respond again. And probably been the better team in the second half. Logan looked to turn on the afterburners. Ball from Giggins. Couldn't find a teammate. Krauts with the cutout. She probably went a little bit too quickly. She'll get another chance though. This is Noon. Dunn. Cross for Petterwood. And again, in between, nutmegged a couple of players. And that shot just over the bar. Again, we're just seeing these moments of sloppiness from East that are just gifting opportunities to Logan. Talking to Coach Karen Longbottom before the game, she's lamented the fact that her team was unable to put in full 90 minutes of concentration. It's just these little lapses that are just keep opening the door for the opposition. Here's Logan now with the free kick. Katie McDonald over the ball. Just one player in the wall. Plenty of Logan players deep at the far post. But the free kick from McDonald went near post. And Logan now have a corner. We would think with just if Logan can up their rating just that little bit more over the next 5 to 10 minutes, they can put this contest to bed. Corner comes in. Dale does enough to clear. And again, Logan just trapping the ball in East's defensive third. In behind the defence. Robbins tidies up. Out now for Meg Krauts. But her inside ball only finds Maggio. Roberts, I think, with a missed touch. McDonald. It's the beating of Tokunaga on this occasion. That ball tidied up. And this time Amos goes in behind Logan defence. Cut out by Farrington. Nice explosive bit of pace there from Farrington. Courtney Black brings the ball forward. Works as a personal trainer at a gym, as well as a personal assistant. Now Easts are going to make their first substitute. Goal scorer Georgina Amos is substituted. Number 26 Tegan Lynch, the player to come on. Tegan Lynch played for the Northern Fury in Townsville before coming down to Brisbane. Played for UQ before moving to East's last season. Looks like Phoebe Clissold's warming up on the Logan bench. We might see her shortly. Expect she'll take up a midfield role. Again, just a little bit sloppy by the Logan defence. Krauts just coming over, giving the old heave-ho. Now we'll see that substitute. So it is Phoebe Clissold that's about to come on. Courtney Black's the player that's going to have the early shower. So, given that substitution, perhaps Clissold will go into the defensive line. Again, Dunn just clears. Might be interesting looking back at the video for both these coaches. Just noticeable just how much the energy levels have dropped from both teams in the second half. Logan were full of beans in the first. Working really hard to win possession in the midfield in the first. Just died off a bit in the second. I'd suggest it's just their overall quality on the field that's got them back ahead. And for East, well, they just look like a work in progress at the moment. They are missing some key players this evening. Of course, every team loses cogs in their machine. Yes, just looking for a little bit more from that East midfield. Perhaps just up their energy rating. As that cross comes in, straight to Dale. Yes, concentration in defence looks to be a real issue for the Tigers. They're good 80% of the time. Of course, defenders need to be better than that. They need to be on the ball 100% of the time. Harrington plays it across to her defensive partner, Demi Robbins. Logan keep ball. Gleason has the ball in her hands. So 10 minutes to go in this game. It's 2-1 to the home team. Another good cross. And a couple of maroon shirts loitering with intent, but Katie Dale in the right position. East look to go quickly. Lorena Maggio. And touch. But the ball past Clissold. Not past Robbins. Play on's a call. Clissold loses out to Mudnich. I've enjoyed her game, Ivana Mudrich. It's been a good debut for her. I'm sure will have enjoyed the experience. Certainly be watching her development with interest. Just a reminder, if you've tuned in, this is a double header this evening. We're at Cornubia Park. Coming up shortly is the FQPL game between Logan Lightning and the Holland Park Hawks. We've got a new commentator on board. So another debut this evening. Logan in no rush to take this throw in. Just a reminder, I'll be interviewing both coaches at the end of this game. It's be interesting talking to Karen Longbottom, just seeing how their recruitment went in the off-season. Here's a chance now for Logan. It's noon. Great save from Dale. Got down low. And great body work from Imogen Noon just to get herself in the right position. And get that shot away. Here come Logan again. Petterwood. Turnover. This is Grimmett. Taylor. This is the substitute, Lynch. Tegan Lynch comes back infield to find Maggio. Crossfield ball for Tanaka. And East with sheer weight, Logan with sheer weight of numbers. Able to come away with possession. And that ball goes harmlessly out of play. So just the one substitution so far from East. So I wonder if Karen Longbottom might just roll the dice and perhaps get a few more fresh legs out there before full time. He's got Thompson, Duffy and Tan to choose from. And just the 4 subs nominated this evening. Cut out expertly by Farrington. What an addition she's been to this Logan team. Every time we see her, I just cannot help but be impressed. It's just her authority of the play and reading of the game. Krauts and Taylor battle there. Krauts doing enough. Coyne with the ball in hand. Finding Lynch. Town Petterwood. Infield ball. Finding Priscilla Tan. Well, Priscilla Tan's made the field. I missed that substitute. There we go. Priscilla Tan on for East's. Just trying to see who was the player that's replaced. East now with a corner. 5 minutes left to go in this game. Can they fashion a way to get themselves a point? Chance now for Logan to go quickly. Noon. Noon goes back to Krauts. McDonald. Quistled. Moon loses out to Grimmett. McDonald again. Blocked cross. Robbins comes out, but you can't get a handle on the ball. Dunn tidies up for Logan. Dunn again. McDonald in behind. East's back line. Paddy Dale comes out to clear. It's Farrington. The pass is a little bit too strong. Maggio just trying to find a way in behind. As East look to use their pace. And then clearly gives up a free kick. Just to slow things down. A professional foul. Gives the Logan defence an opportunity just to get themselves organised. Ball sent downfield by Coyne. All the way through to Richards. Richards going straight up the middle, trying to find Imogen Noon. As Logan are about to make their final substitution. Lana Giggins is the player that's down at the moment. She might just have a little bit of cramp. We'll see if this affects the substitution bench. All the players come over for a little bit of water, a few last minute instructions. Meanwhile, Delana Clifchie waits to see. if she can make an appearance this evening. So currently 2-1 to the home team. Early goal from Alana Giggins, who substituted on after Gabriela Abi Fares suffered an adductor injury. Giggins latching onto a loose ball. In the 50th minute, Georgina Amos tidied up from a delicious through ball from Charlotte Taylor. Swung it from out wide in behind the Logan defence. Amos was in the right place at the right time and smashed the ball home. And Emily Dunn from a corner not properly cleared. Put the hosts back ahead. A shot that pinballed through to the back of the net. So Giggins is in a little bit of trouble here. Having to be assisted from the field. Looks like we're going to have a drop ball as the clock ticks over 90 minutes. McDonald generously gives possession back to the Tigers. We'll need to go quickly if they're to get something from this game. A touch from Taylor, couldn't find a teammate. Looking for the on-running coin. Logan have made that substitution now. Delana Clifkey is the player on. I'm pretty certain I've done a horrible job of pronouncing that name. Here she is now. Clifkey, time to measure her options in the middle. Found Petterwood. The header harmlessly goes to Dale. 90 seconds into injury time. Again, Farrington in the right place to tidy up. Cohen brings the ball back into Krauts. Maggio. Lorena Maggio. Can't get past McDonald. This time East is clear. Tan gets a foot in the way. East now have a free kick. Probably the last minute of this game. If they're going to get something, they've got to go now. Tan wins the ball back. Out wide now for Gibson. Infield ball finds Farrington. Another cross, this time cleared by Krauts.
Well done.
Noon goes for a run. She can't get past Tanaka. Grimmett. Tan. Goodnick. And there it is, it's full time. Will turn into a grandstand finish at the end. Pretty even contest between these two teams. An excellent first half. Probably lacked a little bit of an intensity in the middle parts of the second half. But of course that scoreline just bringing out the best of both teams. But it's Logan who prevail and will go away from this encounter with the 3 points. So at Cornubia Park, it's Logan Lightning 2, Eastern Suburbs 1. Now don't go away, the FQPL is next, the second game in our doubleheader. I'm Darren Lutton on behalf of the Double Take team. We'll see you shortly. Enjoy your football.